up, Eastlake students? Welcome to HSM News. As you can tell, I am here in the studio by myself, but that's for a reason. We are going to do a brand new segment called HSM Sports Edition. So let's head to the court.
HSM News, Pastor Nick here, reporting to you live from the Student Ministry Building. We are here at the basketball court right now. Some of y'all are wondering who is this guy because he's missing a hat and he is bald. Yeah, LeBron James hairline, that is me, all right, and I'm proud of it. And you know what? People think that I'm too old to be able to play basketball still. You know what? So I said 3 rounds. Give me 3 rounds, okay? I will dunk it on an 8-foot rim. You heard it, 8-foot rim. And we got 3 different rounds, okay? Round number 1, I'm gonna be jumping over a trash can. And round number 2, I'm gonna be jumping over a table. And round number 3, I'll be jumping over a human body. So, here we go. Let the old man do the job. Let's go. All right, here we go, man. Round number 1, the old man will fly. Let's go. Y'all thought I couldn't make round 1, huh? All right, here we go. It's round 2, and I'll be jumping over a table this time, all right? Yeah, old man time, baby. Let's go. Student Ministry, what's up? We are in round 3 of this dunk thing, and I'm feeling pretty good. We're in the final round, which means I told you I'm gonna be jumping over a human person, body, whatever you wanna call it. It's a human that I'm gonna be jumping over. But, dude, hold on. There's like literally someone, come on, man. Wait, there's someone sitting in the middle. Hey, bro, hey, bro, this is a basketball court, man. Hey, what's up? What are you watching?
Sports. I'm watching sports.
No, fam. This is like The Bachelor. I'm pretty sure this is The Bachelor.
No, you see all these people right here. They're in a sporting event arena. You know, like the Lakers game is on right now, and that's what I'm watching.
I'm pretty sure that all sports are canceled right now. You know that, right? Mm-hmm.
I think it's a special game.
Okay.
I think the game is like a special. It's a special version.
You know
of the
what,
game.
bro? I'm gonna let you keep watching this, okay?
Okay, yeah. My sports. I'm gonna keep watching my sports.
Okay.
On the basketball court.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, cool. Let me know when you. Okay.
I'll be back. You know that feeling. You'll be talking and you get that text, hey, we need to talk. And it's like from the person that you like, and you know it's about to go down. Even worse, you'll be hanging out with your friends, having a good old time, thinking everything's all right, and you get that text from your parent, and they're like, hey, get home now. And you know it's about to go down. What do you do when it's about to go down?
Most people do one thing when they know it's all about to go down in their lives. They pull in towards themselves, they put walls up and get all cool. It's only natural, right? You see, when I was 16, I got broken up with my girlfriend, but the day before I got this text that said, Tim, I need you to come over to my house tomorrow. We need to talk. I realized it was all about to go down. And so I go over to her house, and do you think I was all like vulnerable? Do you think I went in all vulnerable? No way. I went in acting like the cool kid. I was like, sup, and for sure, dude, totally fine, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, because my walls were up. I didn't want to be vulnerable, even though my heart was saying like, please take me back. I promise I'll watch The Bachelor with you, and I'll never make fun of it again. Caleb, can I make fun of The Bachelor real quick? I'm going to. Here's the deal, girls. If you ever are in a situation where one guy is like making out with 25 other girls, telling you that he like loves you, that's ridiculous. It's a stupid concept. Anyway, but no, I didn't say that. I pulled myself together. I put my walls up just to make myself feel a little bit better about the fact that my heart was being crushed into a million pieces. On our last episode of this docu-series called Jesus Explained, we want to tackle the question of how Jesus responds when it's all about to go down.
Remember episode 1 of Jesus Explained? If you haven't watched that episode, you can actually click the link in our description and it will lead you to that episode. But basically, in that episode, we talked about how Jesus came to earth to be with us and for us to be with him. The only way that that could happen was for Jesus to take all of our sins, our failures, and our separation. The perfect Jesus would be made imperfect for you and me. But the only way that that could really happen is if Jesus went to go to the cross and be brutally beaten and nailed to it. This was probably one of the most heartbreaking things that probably has ever happened in history. It truly was a horrific experience.
We're going to meet up with Jesus and his disciples the night before all of this went down. Here's the thing, Jesus knew everything was going down because he kind of is God, so he knew it. But nonetheless, what I want to do is go back to that night before everything went down. Here's what it says in John 13:4. He got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with a towel that was wrapped around him. And he came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," says Peter, "you will never wash my feet."
Okay, I love you guys, but I will not touch or wash your feet. I mean, like, that is so nasty. Like, I don't know how Jesus was about to wash his disciples' feet. And Peter had almost kind of a similar reaction. Like, let's take a look at it. Throughout the whole story of Jesus's life, Peter never said no to Jesus. So why is it that this one time Peter was almost offended and he was opposed at the idea of Jesus washing his feet?
So the answer can be found in history. Back in Jesus' time, feet were nasty. Like, let's just be honest, they were nasty. I mean, the roads were often littered, not with tar, and then they were cleaned very often, not at all. Like, they were dirt roads, people wore sandals, if that. Sometimes they would go barefoot. So you had camel poop, you might have horse poop. I don't know what other things they rode. Dogs? That's not true. No one rode dogs. But there's poop everywhere, pee. So when people walked into houses, oftentimes they would have the lowest of the low servant wash their feet. So in Jesus' time, we actually call that the rite of pedilevium. That's when they actually washed their feet. What they would do, the lowest of the low servant, when the person would walk into their house, they'd wrap a towel around their waist, get on their knees, and with some type of something to wash with, they would wash the poop, the gunk, and all of it off of their feet.
So we've got to take a moment to understand why Peter was so appalled by what Jesus was doing. Jesus, the Messiah King, the Anointed One, and then God himself was taking the position of the lowest servant in the household and calling his disciples the honored and dignified ones. He got down on his knees, wrapped a towel around his waist, and began to scrub the mud-stained, poop-covered feet of his disciples. This was remarkable for so many reasons. Jesus was in the last moments before his death. He was hanging out, almost having like his last good meal before he died. And really, he was sitting right before it was all about to go down as one of the most important people in the room, and he completely upends the normal rhythm. He goes out of his way to serve those far beneath his position, to those who wouldn't normally be considered honorable people. Here's the amazing thing about Jesus. Jesus is the servant.
Jesus goes on to say to his disciples, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." Catholics practice feet washing in the Mass of the Lord's Supper. Eastern Orthodox churches and Christians practice the feet washing on Monday, Thursday. And this is practiced regularly all over the Protestant church around the world.
So what do we do when it's about to go down in our lives? We wrap that towel around our waist and we get down like Jesus did. Maybe it's serving your family and helping your mom or dad with your siblings. And I know I could consider my siblings pretty annoying, but I mean, that's what it means to serve, right? Is like willing to do the dirty work for your mom or dad and help your siblings, do the dishes, do your laundry. Or maybe it's even serving your friends and asking them, hey, how can I be praying for you in this season? Like, how can I be a better friend to you? I mean, that's such a beautiful way that we can serve our friends. But here's the truth. When life starts to get crazy, we're called to be servants like Jesus is. That's when we truly experience the heart of God.
When I was in college, I actually got to spend time with a very old lady with a bunch of my friends. We actually went and spent time with her because she was very lonely. Her name was Barbara. She was around 90 years old, if not older at the time. She actually lived in that house for 70 years. She literally lived in that house before World War II. She grew up in that house. Everything basically in her life basically happened in that same home. When you walked into the home, it literally was like an antique store or a movie set from the 1940s. I was like, I wonder if I could just steal some of this stuff and actually sell it for a lot more money since everything seemed like an antique. But she was lonely. We actually went in and spent so much time with her that at the end of her life, essentially, she did pass away in 2018. She actually told us, you guys don't understand, but you guys were my family. We would come and we would make dinner for her. We'd sit with her. We'd watch movies with her. We'd actually weed her garden for her. We'd clean her rooms because she couldn't do that anymore. She was like, I feel less lonely because you guys have actually come and spent time with me. I'm like, I can die happy now. I mean, there's something built into the architecture of our bodies, of our soul, that makes us want to serve people. I think that's actually how we were made. And it's funny because that's what Jesus did. Jesus had the heart of a servant. I want you to write this down. It says this: when you serve those beneath you by doing things beneath you, you experience the heart of Jesus.
Hey, another great way to serve is to serve at our partner organization called Community Through Hope. If you're like me, my pantry is like chock full of food and my refrigerator is chock full of food. But at like midnight, I go to my fridge and I'll open it up and I look for something to eat. I don't find anything. Then I go to the pantry and I look for something to eat. I don't find anything. And I just basically lower my standards and repeat until I find out that a cheese block and like half expired bread, totally fine, right? But the reason that I do that is not because I don't have food. It's just because I'm really picky. But there are a lot of people in our community here in Chula Vista who the reason they have to do that is because they just don't have food. They suffer from not having a lot of food, and our partner organization, Community Through Hope, actually helps them to receive that food. And they're looking for volunteers like you and like me to come help and serve those who are in need. Guys, this is exactly what it looks like to serve well, to kneel down, to wrap the towel around our waist, and to serve those who society would consider lower class. It would be to go and pack meals for the hungry. It would be go to serve them meals. Guys, this is a great way for you to serve that you can do like this week. And so here's the deal. A number is going to come up on the screen that you can text, and I'd love for you to reach out to that number and say, hey, I'd love to serve at Community Through Hope. Let's go fill that place up with high schoolers from our area. Wouldn't that be awesome? And guys, if you are in Venice or if you're in Tijuana, if you're looking for that, please go talk to your campus pastor. Every single one of them knows great organizations that you can go serve right now in your area. Wouldn't that be cool?
Hi, I'm Jamie Friesen. I'm here with my family. We've been attending Eastlake Church for 16 years, and in that time, we've seen how Eastlake has impacted the community. Today, we're at Community Through Hope, and we're distributing food to families in need. Since the pandemic started, our family has tried to use our free time to come out and serve here at Community Through Hope. It's an amazing organization that's providing food, diapers. We've been here helping serve, pack boxes, hand out food, canned goods to people who need it the most. Once we knew we had a lot of free time on our hands, we wanted to figure out how we could serve and go be the church. And Community Through Hope provides an awesome, safe environment for us to serve others.
Wasn't that awesome? I love the Friesen family. If you didn't know, I actually lived with them for like 8 months. I rented a room from them. Anyways, that's not important. But the point is with all of this is that we're actually gonna get into worship right now. I hope you enjoy this next song. It is a good one.
Stand strong for all of time, in the joy, in the trial. You are the goes on. Your love goes on. Ever our heart will seek Jesus in everything. From sky to ocean deep, your love goes on. Oh, through every rise and fall, we are forever yours. One thing we know is sure, your love goes on and on and on. Hey. From dawnbreak into the night, you're here with us, you're on our side. Your arms are forever open wide. You stand strong for all of time, in the joy, in the trial. You are the beginning and the end. Your love goes on. Your love goes on. Ever our heart will seek Jesus in everything. From sky to ocean deep, your love goes on. Oh, through every rise and fall, we are forever yours. One thing we know is sure, your love goes on and on and on. Oh, your love goes on, it never failing. Love unfailing, never shaking. Hope awakens in you. Love unfailing, never shaking. Hope awakens in you. Love unfailing, never shaken. Hope awakens in you. Love unfailing, never shaken. Hope awakens in you. Ever our heart will seek Jesus in everything. From sky to ocean deep, your love goes on. Through every rise and fall, we are forever yours. One thing we know is sure, your love goes on and on and on. Ever our heart will seek Jesus in everything. From sky to ocean deep, your love goes on. Oh, through every rise and fall, we are forever yours. One thing we know is sure, your love goes on and on and on. It never failing. Your love goes on.